Embracing your authentic self, the power of vulnerability in leadership and life. Welcome to a journey of self-discovery and transformation. Today, we're going to explore a revolutionary idea that has the power to change not just our personal lives, but the very fabric of our society. This isn't just another talk about success or leadership. It's about something far more fundamental, far more powerful. It's about embracing our authentic selves and the incredible strength that comes from vulnerability. I'm thrilled to share with you the groundbreaking insights I've gained from a recent interview with Melina Grant, an extraordinary individual who's revolutionizing the field of mental wellness and empowerment. As an ambassador for mental wellness through Oasis Wellness Centers, Melina's work has touched countless lives, inspiring a ripple effect of positive change across communities. Her approach to personal growth and leadership is not just innovative, it's transformative. Imagine, for a moment, standing at the edge of a cliff. Below you lies the vast unknown, your potential, your dreams, the person you could become. It's exhilarating, isn't it? But it's also terrifying. Most of us spend our lives peering over that edge, never quite finding the courage to take the leap. We tell ourselves stories about why we can't, shouldn't, or aren't ready. But what if those very stories are the chains holding us back? Melina shared a powerful concept with me that challenged everything I thought I knew about success and personal growth. It's a paradox that goes against everything we're taught about achievement and leadership. Are you ready for it? Here it is. Our vulnerabilities, the parts of ourselves we often try to hide or overcome, are actually our greatest sources of strength. Let that sink in for a moment. It's counterintuitive, isn't it? We're conditioned to believe that strength means never showing weakness, that confidence means never admitting doubt. But what if the opposite is true? What if the key to unlocking our full potential lies in embracing our whole selves, imperfections and all? Think about the last time you truly connected with someone. Chances are it wasn't when they were showing you their highlight reel. It was when they opened up, shared a struggle, or admitted a fear. That's the power of vulnerability. It's not weakness, it's the courage to be seen for who we truly are. But here's the catch: embracing our vulnerabilities isn't easy. It goes against every instinct we have to protect ourselves. It requires us to step into discomfort, to face our fears head on. And that's where many of us get stuck. We know intellectually that growth happens outside our comfort zone, but taking that step feels like jumping off that cliff we were standing on earlier. Melina's work has shown that this leap isn't just worth taking, it's essential for our growth, our relationships, and our ability to make a real impact in the world. When we embrace our whole selves, including the parts we're not so proud of, we open up possibilities we never imagined. Let me share a powerful example from Melina's experience. She once worked with a group of teenagers who were struggling with self esteem issues. These young people had spent years trying to fit in, to be what they thought others wanted them to be. They were exhausted, frustrated, and felt like they were losing themselves in the process. Melina introduced an exercise where each teen had to share something they were insecure about with the group. Can you imagine the tension in that room? The fear, the reluctance? But as one brave soul started, something magical happened. Walls came down, tears were shed. And in that vulnerability, connections were forged that were stronger than any superficial friendships they had before. What these teens discovered was profound. The very things they were trying to hide, their insecurities, their quirks, their struggles, were the things that made them unique and relatable. By embracing these aspects of themselves, they found a confidence that no amount of pretending could ever give them. This story illustrates a crucial point. Our power doesn't come from being perfect or unbreakable. It comes from being real, from showing up as our authentic selves, even when it's scary, especially when it's scary. But embracing vulnerability isn't just about personal growth, it's about changing the way we interact with the world around us. When we're authentic, we give others permission to do the same. We create spaces where real conversations can happen, where innovation can flourish, and where true leadership can emerge. Think about the leaders you admire most. Are they the ones who pretend to have all the answers? Or are they the ones who admit when they're unsure, who ask for help when they need it, and who share their journey, struggles, and all with those around them? That's the kind of leader the world needs more of. And that's the kind of leader each of us has the potential to be. Melina's research has shown that this approach to leadership in life isn't just feel good philosophy, it's backed by hard data. Studies have consistently demonstrated that teams with leaders who are willing to be vulnerable and authentic perform better, are more innovative, and have higher levels of employee satisfaction. In our personal lives, relationships built on authenticity and vulnerability are stronger, more resilient, and more fulfilling. But here's the thing, knowing this intellectually isn't enough. We have to put it into practice. And that's where many of us stumble. We know we should be more open, more authentic, but how do we actually do it? Melina suggests starting small. Choose one person you trust and share something you've been holding back. It could be a fear, a dream, or a struggle you're facing. Pay attention to what happens. More often than not, you'll find that your vulnerability is met with empathy, support, and a deepening of your connection. As you get more comfortable, expand your circle. Look for opportunities to be authentic in your work, in your community, in your creative pursuits. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but remember that discomfort is the feeling of growth. It's you stepping off that cliff and discovering that you can fly. Let me share another powerful story from Melina's work. She once worked with a high powered executive who was known for his tough, no nonsense approach. This man had built his career on being the person with all the answers, never showing weakness, never admitting doubt. But behind closed doors, he was struggling. The pressure to maintain this facade was taking a toll on his mental health, his relationships, and even his decision making abilities. Melina challenged him to do something radical, to be vulnerable with his team. In the next big meeting, instead of presenting a polished plan, he shared his uncertainties about a major project. He admitted that he didn't have all the answers and asked for their input. The result? Uh, his team was stunned at first, but then something incredible happened. People started opening up, sharing ideas they'd been too afraid to voice before. The energy in the room shifted. Instead of a group of individuals trying to impress the boss, they became a true team working together to solve problems. This executive later told Melina that it was the most productive meeting he'd ever had. More importantly, it was a turning point in his leadership style and his life. By embracing vulnerability, he not only became a more effective leader, but also found a sense of relief and authenticity he'd been missing for years. This story illustrates a powerful truth. Vulnerability isn't just about personal growth, it's a leadership superpower. When we have the courage to be real, to admit our uncertainties and ask for help, we create an environment where others feel safe to do the same. And that's where true innovation and collaboration thrive. But let's be real for a moment. This journey isn't always easy. There will be times when your vulnerability is met with judgment or misunderstanding. There will be moments when you question whether it's worth it. In those times, remember this, your authenticity is not for everyone. It's for the people who are ready to meet you there, who are brave enough to embrace their own truth. And here's the secret Melina shared. The more you practice vulnerability, the easier it becomes. It's like a muscle that grows stronger with use. Over time, you'll find that being your authentic self becomes second nature. You'll wonder how you ever lived any other way. Now, I want to address something that might be on your mind. You might be thinking, this all sounds great, but in the real world, showing vulnerability can be risky. What if people take advantage of me? What if it hurts my career? These are valid concerns, and Melina doesn't shy away from them. She acknowledges that there are times and places where caution is warranted, but she also challenges us to question whether our fears are based on reality or on outdated beliefs about what strength looks like. In fact, research has shown that leaders who show appropriate vulnerability are often perceived as more authentic and trustworthy. They build stronger connections with their teams and create cultures of openness and innovation. The key is in understanding the difference between vulnerability and oversharing, between authenticity and lack of boundaries. Melina shared a powerful exercise she uses with her clients to help them navigate this balance. She asks them to imagine their life as a house. Some rooms are public spaces where anyone can enter. Others are more private, reserved for close friends and family. And some are deeply personal, just for you. The goal isn't to throw open every door to everyone. It's to consciously decide which parts of yourself you're willing to share and with whom. It's about being intentional with your vulnerability, using it as a tool for connection and growth rather than a shield or a weapon. This exercise can be transformative. It allows us to be authentic without feeling exposed, to be vulnerable without being naive. It's a practical way to bring the power of vulnerability into our everyday lives and leadership. As we near the end of our time together, I want to circle back to where we started. Remember that cliff? The one with all your potential waiting below? I want you to imagine yourself standing there again. But this time, instead of fear, I want you to feel excitement. Instead of doubt, I want you to feel possibility because here's the truth. You are capable of so much more than you realize. Your struggles, your insecurities, your unique perspective on the world, these are not obstacles to your success. They are the very things that will set you apart, that will allow you to connect deeply with others, that will fuel your greatest achievements. Melina Grant's work has shown us that the path to true empowerment, to making a real difference in the world, starts with embracing our whole selves. It starts with having the courage to be seen, to be heard, to be vulnerable. It starts with you, exactly as you are, taking that leap. So here's my challenge to you, inspired by the incredible insights from Melina Grant. This week, do one thing that scares you. Share a dream you've been keeping to yourself. Admit to a struggle you've been facing alone. Reach out to someone you've been meaning to connect with. Take that first step towards the authentic, empowered version of yourself that's waiting to emerge. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Every person you admire, every leader you look up to, has faced the same fears, the same doubts. The difference is they chose to leap anyway. And now it's your turn. As we conclude, I want to leave you with this thought. Your voice matters. Your story matters. The world needs your unique perspective, your authentic self. By embracing your vulnerabilities, by showing up as your true self, you're not just changing your own life, you're changing the world around you. You have within you the power to inspire, to connect, to lead in a way that only you can. And it all starts with the courage to be you unapologetically and wholeheartedly. The world is waiting for your authentic self. It's waiting for your vulnerability, your courage, your unique perspective. Don't keep it waiting any longer. Take that leap. Embrace your whole self. Be vulnerable. Be authentic. Be you. Because when you do, you'll discover a strength you never knew you had. You'll inspire others to do the same. And together, we can create a world where authenticity is celebrated, where vulnerability is seen as strength, and where each of us has the courage to be truly magnificently ourselves. Thank you.